12 traits of a narcissist to watch out for. Unlike others, this video will give you a deeper understanding of a narcissist. What is a narcissist? A narcissist is not just someone who is full of themselves or an arrogant person. The actual diagnosis of NPD means the person has a mental illness that makes them see and relate to the world in a certain way. Their healthy self was not developed properly during childhood, leading them to develop a false self. You can look at the 12 traits of a narcissist as the traits of the false self. It's also important to distinguish between someone who has NPD v someone who has a narcissistic style. The latter will display some of the narcissistic traits, but are mentally normal. Because of the time we are living, more and more people are developing a narcissistic style of behavior. This is likely to continue as society rewards you for it. It does not make for healthy relationships, but you will get noticed on social media and other places. These are the 12 traits of a narcissist personality. 1. Grandiosity. Narcissists have a heightened self-importance. They see themselves as beautiful, handsome, successful and, as you will see next, admired. The grandiose sense is actually a defense mechanism because deep down they feel worthless. Rather than feel the shame of how they really see themselves, they will imagine being someone else. 2. Narcissist excess need for admiration. The narcissist will take over a conversation and make it about themselves because they crave admiration. The idea they have of themselves is flimsy, they need other people to help keep it built up. 3. A narcissist has exploitative relationships. The narcissist's relationships are never equal. They either feel inferior, and will demean and reject you, or they feel superior. In their relationships they are always trying to get something. Whether it is admiration, sex, money or the status they get from being with a person who is beautiful, admired or wealthy. 4. Need to control. The narcissist lives in imagination, which is only loosely based on reality. So they are constantly trying to bring reality in line with their imagination. This makes them controlling and which leads them to do anything not to lose control. They will try to make you behave a certain way to fit into their idea of you, because to them the idea of you is real, not the actual you. 5. Lack of empathy. When you have normal healthy empathy, you feel what the other person is going through. The narcissist cannot do this. They can have cold empathy, which is an idea of what they think someone is going through, but they do not feel or relate to it. 6. Narcissists believe they are special and unique. You can see this in an aging narcissist, they feel they should have been spared the process of getting older. 7. Difficulty in attaching to relationship and dependency. The narcissist does not have close relationships where he or she feels intimate with another person. Not even their children. All their relationships are shallow and based on what they get from them. 8. Emptiness and boredom. Narcissists have an empty void that they need to constantly fill with narcissistic supply. Narcissistic supply is anything that he or she gets from another person that validates the grandiose image. 9. Narcissists feel entitled. Because of the narcissist's inflated sense of self, they feel entitled to the best of everything. They do not believe they should have to deal with things others have to deal with. The same goes for their relationships, they see themselves as exempt from having to make an effort. They will only do so to make sure they keep getting the type of attention they want from you. 10. Lack of responsibility. They do not feel responsible for anything. If something happens, they do not make the connection between what they did and the outcome. It's never their fault. They will even go as far to accuse you of the thing that they did to you. 11. No boundaries. The narcissist does not see you as an individual with your own inner world. So they do not see your physical and emotional boundaries. They will talk about their issues endlessly and not see that you have emotional boundaries and do not want to listen to them. 12. Fear of rejection. It may sound strange. With all the grandiose posturing and entitlement, the narcissist is scared of being rejected. Underneath it all, they are full of doubt and insecurities and therefore have built up these traits to deal with the world. How is a narcissistic personality disorder diagnosed? A narcissistic personality disorder is diagnosed by a mental health professional by asking the person carefully structured questions about their life and relationships. Although it might be tempting, using these 12 traits to diagnose someone in your life is not a good idea. However, they are useful pointers to let you know something is up. Can someone be cured from the 12 traits of a narcissist? There is no cure for a narcissist. In fact, they do not see themselves as broken. Simple tips to deal with someone who has the 12 traits of a narcissist. If you have a suspicion you are dealing with someone with NPD, there are certain rules of communication you can follow that will help you navigate their crazy-making ways. 1. Set clear boundaries. Be specific about what is acceptable and what is not in your interactions. 2. Avoid emotional engagement. Maintaining a calm and neutral stance nullifies their reaction. 3. Use clear communication. Be direct and straightforward in your communication. 4. Focus on facts and logic. Sticking to factual information will keep the conversation grounded, and you will not be led down the rabbit hole of justifications. 5. Maintain your self-esteem. It's important to maintain a strong sense of self-worth and not let the narcissist's behavior impact your self-esteem. Remember, whatever they say or do is about them, not you. 6. Pick your battles. Realize that you may not be able to win every argument or have the narcissist understand your point of view. 7. Know when to walk away. If the relationship is toxic and affecting your mental health, it might be necessary to consider distancing yourself or ending the relationship. Conclusion. The 12 traits of a narcissist are useful pointers to see if the person you are with or dealing with has narcissistic personality disorder. They should not replace a proper diagnosis from a qualified professional who understands mental disorders. If you think someone is narcissistic and if you must deal with them, make sure you set boundaries and communicate in a matter-of-fact way, with little emotional content as possible.